You just totally ignored it.
I did because we're going right back into it.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Now we're talking here. Oh, Taxi Driver 2?
Taxi Driver.
What?
Road to Perdition.
No, I have not seen that.
I'm not either. School Days. Soul Plane. Let's see here. The Death of Stalin. The Hangover.
What? The death of Stalin.
Yeah. The Hangover. The Matrix.
Hey, I got something pretty interesting about that. I think you know who reported that Stalin was dead to anybody before anybody else in the military did, right?
So they were Stalin?
Yeah. But do you know who reported that?
Richard Tracy.
Johnny Cash.
Or Johnny Cash, either one or the other.
Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash was the dude that reported that Stalin was dead to
I'll be damned.
first person to hear it.
So the whole Matrix trilogy, The Social Network, the second, The Good, Bad, and Ugly, is available.
Ooh, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Man, I
right.
love me some Alfredo Westerns. Man.
Sergio Leone. That's the
Director.
That's the director. The Italian spaghetti westerns. Those are. I mean, that's what really
That's the
set the
man.
tone for your Tarantino films right now.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Hateful Eight, that had a lot of overtones from that.
Oh yeah. Well, it's those. Because Leone, he did those like wide. I can't remember what you call them. Those wide angle pan shots.
Yeah.
So whenever you're super close up to the face and they zoom out, where you zoom out to a whole entire scape. He was the guy that really, really brought that on.
Brought that to the forefront.
Well, and what he also brought to the forefront too was on a track, where you got the camera on a track, to where
like a dolly?
Yeah, on a dolly in a track, and so it's moving directly away from the center subject. But
He was the one that did that?
yeah, but the camera's zooming as it's
While it does.
yeah, and it changes
You
the
know,
whole
a
perspective.
lot of dudes are doing that whole effect right now with drones. They'll fly over something that's moving away from the drone, but they'll zoom into it while it's happening, and it'll twist your head up, dude. Like you're like, what did I just witness? Which, if we knew how to fly a drone, we could do cool shit like that. But
I was gonna say, part of me wishes I would have bought a drone. The other's kind of glad I didn't.
drones are a whole Pandora's box. But man, I don't know about it. Like, I think it's a lot of money that I'm going to waste learning how to fly one.
Yeah. Well, you know that that second one of mine, I mean, it still flies and everything, but it's just you flew it. It's sketchy AF. So if you can learn to fly that thing indoors and maneuver it indoors,
Yeah, you ought to be able to do anything.
you would think.
One would think you could.
You would think. Yeah, all month, Netflix has got stuff releasing just about every day.
That means I can kick that on in my bedroom while I fall asleep, start watching.
Yeah.
I don't know how many movies I've started watching.
Yeah, well, on the 25th, you can find it on regular TV, but you can't really, you really don't get the gist of this picture unless you just watch it unedited. When I say unedited, not like edited for TV, but Django Unchained. You want to talk about another?
That's a good one.
Another of your boys' direction there.
Are you talking about Tarantino? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Reservoir Dog for sure. That's man, that one's top notch.
Didn't that have Justin Timberlake in it?
No.
No. Alpha Dog.
What are you
did.
talking about?
Alpha Dog had Timberlake. in it.
Okay, that's what it is.
It was
Alpha Dog.
Mr. Pink and Mr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he did there was one movie that Tarantino did he either wrote it or produced it, and I can never remember the name of it, but it was about prostitution in Chicago. Filmed back in the 90s. True Romance, that's what it's called. He wrote True Romance. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Did he really?
He did.
What?
I didn't know that.
I didn't
Man,
direct
Donnie's
it.
coming out of the gate with him tonight.
Wow.
True Romance.
Man, you want to talk about learning stuff?
Yeah, I that's new to me.
Well, back on
So
the
he wrote it. He didn't shoot it, but he wrote it.
right.
Okay.
All right, so back on the coronavirus stuff for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Police confront nudist sunbathers over not wearing face masks amid the coronavirus outbreak. Police confront nudist sunbathers over not wearing face masks amid coronavirus outbreak.
If you're in a group of nudists, like the last thing I'm worried about in covering up is their face.
You got to put that sunblock on.
Jesus.
Like,
Oh my
there's a lot of things I want you to cover up. Your face is not on the top of the list, man.
Jesus. Where do you come
Is
up with
that
this?
an actual news story?
Yeah, it is on Fox.
Last call for alcohol.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Last call for alcohol. And one topic that we're going to discuss for a little while. This is going to be last call. It's going to last a little bit longer than what we normally do. We're going to go into Tiger King, man. We're going back to Tiger King for a sec.
Okay, let's go back there.
Investigation Discovery announced a definitive sequel to Netflix's Tiger King, Murder, Mayhem, and Madness that'll feature none other than Joseph Maldonado Passage, better known as Jorge Exotic. After Netflix's Tiger King captured the attention of the binge-watching public as they self-isolate amid the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, Investigation Discovery notes that the 7-part documentary series left a lot more questions unanswered than
Thank
first
you.
predicted.
Thank you.
And a lot of those questions that are unanswered will be addressed in Investigating the Strange World of Joe Exotic. Specifically, the new documentary will look into whether or not Joe Exotic's rival, Carol Baskin, had anything to do with the disappearance of her husband, Don Lewis.
Don Lewis, you know what happened to that fool.
That dude got... He got ate up like a can of tuna fish, man.
Well, here's the caveat to this. Joe Exotic has corona. He has COVID.
He got the COVID, huh?
He got moved from his federal holding facility to a hospital facility, a medical facility, because he tested positive for the corona.
What?
Which falls in line with the rest of the shit. I mean, all that crazy shit. Well, of course, Joe Exotic got corona.
Carol Baskin is still running that Big Cat Rescue, but
Yeah, of course
she is less than pleased, quote unquote, with the Netflix series.
Because she might end up in prison. I mean,
It's a very good possibility. And here's another one too. Donald Trump Jr. He said he watched the Netflix documentary Tiger King in only 2 sittings and joked that he could lobby for his father to pardon Joe Exotic simply to watch the mainstream media's reaction.
don't think those conversations don't happen.
That is funny. And you know, the little co-star, John Finlay, man, he got new teeth.
Oh, that's that one dude that is his husband.
That's the one that could floss with a rope, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Floss with a rope.
got some new teeth now. Showing up.
Well, he got out from underneath that spell of meth and tigers. Like, you get out from underneath that spell, you're like, I need a new grill.
I know. I mean, what the hell? You know, meth and tigers, really? That's more expensive than hookers and cocaine.
Right? Well, and here's the other thing about that series. I want to know why nobody thought it was weird enough to bring it up to other people that Dylan kid was running around putting his balls on everybody's face.
No,
You know?
No, that he was screwing all the chicks that were there.
Joke's on you, Joe.
Exactly. One of them got pregnant, I think. Didn't they? In the story?
That was the Summer Teeth dude. The
Oh,
Summer
okay,
Teeth
yeah.
dude that knocked- The
Never
Dylan dude is the dude that capped himself, but he was the one that was running around putting his balls on everybody.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he capped himself with that Ruger that he said wouldn't
Yeah.
fire if the
But
clip
that's
wasn't
how you
in.
want to go out. You want to go out and leave this world with your legacy being that you put your ball sack on everybody.
Speaking of legacy, you know, that was. Well, I don't remember that guy's name. The guy that doesn't have any. He has the 2 prosthetic legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was that very end of the documentary where he was just, he'd been working for Joe Exotic for 15 years, and like right after everything shuts down and he loses his job, he's with his wife for maybe a month or two, and he's just like, I divorced my wife after 20 years of marriage because I just couldn't stand being around her.
Yeah,
You've been gone, sir. You've been working for Joe Exotic for 15 years, probably day and night. You have not had a damn chance to hang out with your wife in 15 years.
And then when he did, he was like, I got to get rid of this bitch.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm done.
Damn bitch.
He was the only one in the whole series that had any sense about him, though.
That's true.
Well, and you know that Doc Antle guy, and
The guy with the harem?
yeah, and Jeff Lowe both bashed filmmakers for making a salacious and outrageous documentary.
Oh, imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, because Jeff Lowe comes out looking like a total dick. I mean, total dick.
Yeah, he does. And what if they pardon Joe Exotic?
My brother loves this show more than anybody I know, and he's went on Facebook and followed all these characters. And so he said, only thing Jeff Lowe is posting lately is stuff about him and the nanny. Because they talked in the series about how they were going to get a hot nanny, and apparently they did.
That guy, what is it about cats? The more cats that you have, the more chicks you gotta have.
I guess, dude. I mean, I didn't know it was so easy to get a cat. I kind of want one now.
I know, I hate cats.
No. Like
Probably
house cats,
why I
do.
don't have a lot of that extra cooter hanging around the house. You know what I mean?
I don't like house cats, but I mean, yeah, give me a tiger.
Give me an alley cat and some cocaine, and I'll get down, buddy.
Run around and start putting my ball sack on everybody.
You know, speaking of ball sack,
Yeah,
that's the end of the podcast.
there we go.
Has absolutely
sack.
nothing to do with a ball sack, not even teabagging. It just, guess what? Show's over. It is Thursday morning for you listening to the podcast as it first comes out. Again, stay home, stay healthy, stay safe, or stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. I like it better. But my name is Big Titty, and I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.
I'm Donnie. Just remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the
And you guys get out there, kick the day in the ass, and leave your mark on the world. Whatever you do, stay home. Shiner, out.
Out.